Brawlhalla is a 2D platform fighting game developed by Blue Mammoth Games. It is a free-to-play game with a very large player base, especially on Steam. This is one of my most played games and a personal favorite of mine. Brawlhalla is available on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, and Macintosh operating systems. They are also known for doing different crossovers with different IPs out there and franchises such as Hellboy, Adventure Time, WWE, and even Shovel Knight. To keep it interesting, there are many different game modes available, and also they have a mode that changes every week called Brawl of the Week, which will usually have some sort of strange rules like invisible characters, increased punch force, and a lot of other cool conditions like that. This week's is a soccer match, apparently. The gameplay is very similar to games like Super Smash Bros. And other platform fighters. The goal of the game is to hit someone out of bounds on the map to kill them. And in a usual game, each player has 3 lives, and whoever destroys the other player first wins. Also, there are statistics based on the character you play, so you can see how many kills, how much damage you've done with a specific character. It's really helpful if you want to look back and see how much you've used the character. The 3 main currencies you use to buy things are Mammoth coins, which are the blue coins, then just regular coins, which are gold, and then Glory, which is a darker, special coin that you can only get by playing ranked games. The game is free to play, and it makes its money from cosmetic microtransactions. It is excellent that there's no advantages you can buy over other people. You can't pay to win at all. All the microtransactions are just for cosmetics. There's absolutely no advantage you get by paying. Here I can see this season's rank stats, so it shows that in Season 13 I have 100 wins, and then it shows my rank on the right, which is denoted by the ELO rating, and then there's on the left that symbol, the Platinum Helmet, which that shows what category I'm in. Here is the Glory currency that I mentioned earlier. Now I'm going to queue into a game to show what a regular game of Brawl looks like in the experimental ones mode. It's just pretty much you go against another player, a one-on-one, and each of you have 3 lives. There's many different colors you can get for free. You don't have to spend money to get colors, you just need to spend money to get skins. Whenever you're searching for a game, you're put up against AI-controlled bots to practice against, and yes, that is the treehouse from Adventure Time. How this game works is each character has 2 weapons that they specialize in that are shared between different characters, and then they have their own signature attacks. And so my character has axe and lance, while the opponent has gauntlets and sword. However, every character has the ability to fight unarmed, which is generally considered to be worse than weapons, but it is still usable. Also, you are able to throw your weapons at the opponent. Throwing weapons are actually a great way to kill someone who's off stage, if you don't want to risk going down there yourself. This was the first game of the day for me, and this just shows how a typical game works. So this is a very average match. One of the key flaws to this game is the terrible community. A lot of people will spam annoying moves or play overpowered characters and do lots of taunts. It's just not that good. There's some of the worst people out there, to be honest. And this person, as you can see, just rage quit mid-game. Because he quit, he got replaced by a bot, but I just cut that out. I cut to the end of the match. At the end of a typical match, you'll get experience points for your character, which you can use to unlock different colors for him. And also, I received gold, which I can use to buy other characters or certain colors. Surprisingly, this game has an extremely fleshed out training mode. There are very different settings that you can enable to make training a lot better. It actually is very well done. In training mode, you have access to every skin and color and character available in the game just to play around with. You'll be put up against a computer-controlled enemy, and you'll get to control how they behave. They could just sit there while you practice moves, or they could like dodge in different directions. They'll pretty much do whatever you tell them to. How this compares to other fighting games is even though this game can be played casually, the competitive mode is the main draw for this. It's a very competitive game, and that's why it's good that the training mode is so fleshed out. It is exciting trying to get better and better at the competitive mode, but the issue is it can get really frustrating at times, and there are some recent balance patches that have hurt the game a lot, that have made certain weapons significantly better than others. And so I'm playing my main character Ulgrim with the axe and lance, but afterward I'm going to show a character that's kind of ridiculous with their abilities, and it's one of the best in the game. Something game developers can learn from this game is to make sure you have a game that's understandable and that rewards skill. Even though this game isn't perfect for this balance, that's why it's so attractive as a game. It really does reward practice and hard work. Now I'm gonna bring out the other character, Petra. She's really, really, really good. Well, that was interesting. Brawlhalla has been one of my favorite games for a long time, for many different reasons. I really do like the art style, and overall, even though it has its flaws, it is a really enjoyable game. I always like to play it with friends. Just overall, it's very rewarding. I can see how this game would appeal to people of all ages. There are different reasons that people are interested in Brawlhalla. Some just like it as a fun party game, kind of like a casual game that can play with friends. A bit like some people treat Super Smash Bros., which it is similar to. Some people, like me, are more interested in the competitive side, but my favorite thing to do is play with friends and try to set up cool kill moves, get like stylish kills. There actually is a lot of strategy involved in Brawlhalla. Like, for example, there are certain moves that you can only do when you're standing on the ground, and then there's only some moves you can do when you're in the air. But if you're in the air and you do a dodge on the spot, it will allow you to do moves from the ground in the air. And those are really tricky to pull off. There's a lot of other things like that, like little mechanics here and there, which are very important. I think I've said all that needs to be said about Brawlhalla, so I'm just going to leave you with some clips of me and my friends doing stupid stuff. I hope you enjoyed the review.